Hi everybody. The other day I made a video about how to adjust the 3-speed on the column shifter. I did the process incorrectly, but the problem, it got fixed, the issue got fixed, and I'm not completely happy about it because I don't know how it got fixed, but it did. So what I'm going to try to do today is I'm going to try and do it the correct way. And yeah, I'm going to make a video about it because the other video I made was just me blabbing on and on and on about me doing all these things, but incorrectly, right? So the first thing, the first thing on the list is adjusting shifter, per the technical service manual. Okay, the first thing is put gear shifter in neutral. Alright, so I'm going to do that with you all over again. I've done this a couple of times, but wanted to get it on video. So here's the shifter. This is neutral. Okay, that's neutral. Okay. Tick, that's done. Disconnect gear shift rods at trans-shift levers. Now that's the tricky part because I've been down here working away on doing that. Ow! I just smashed my head into the jack stand. Alright. Okay. I just found out I have a problem. The cotter pin that I took out of this gear shifting rod at this gear shifting lever on the transmission is gone. I just put it right up here, somewhere nice and safe, so I wouldn't lose it. And now it's gone, and I don't know where it went. But it can't be far. I'll figure it out when I stop the camera and look for it. I'm not going to worry about it, even though I'm kind of irritated that it's gone and it shouldn't be. So, okay. So, you take out the cotter pin from here, disconnect the gear shifting rod, which is this, from the gear shifting lever at the transmission, right? And then, well, in this one too, right? And keep both of these neutral, right? Then go back up here and go back up here. Look at the next step. Disconnect gear shift rods at trans shift levers. Got that done, but I'm not going to take it off because I don't. And then you put a 3/16 diameter rod, or you can use simply a 3/16 drill bit, right? Put a 3/16 diameter rod through shifter mechanism and bearing housing. So this is the shifter mechanism, and this is the bearing housing, right? Now, there's holes, as you can see, right? And you put the rod through all of the holes and you line it all up so that it's aligned, right? So it's not going to move, right? All right. So you would take that off, right? Number 4, with rod in those holes and trans shift levers at trans in neutral, adjust gear shift rods at trans. Now I'm going to go back under the car and I'm going to show you. Is that what I think it is right there? Is that what I think it is? Oh my god. It's the cotter pin that I lost. I'm so happy. Oh! I like it when I don't lose things. Oh. Okay. So. Ow. I just hit my head on the jack again. So. How you adjust these gear shift rods. Let me see if I can back up the camera enough so that you can see the threads. But there's... Oh, I can't. Maybe if I just back up a little bit more. But there's... Maybe you can see them. Maybe you can see them if it focuses. Maybe not. But anyways, there's threads on this. So this will turn through those threads. And I'm just going to put my cotter pin somewhere safe, apparently. I'm going to put it right there. Right there on this thing, which I think is the cross member. Yeah, for the steering knuckle and control arm. Okay, so you would adjust this at this point right here by turning it, right? Because it turns. So that's how you would adjust it. Okay, I'm gonna put that back there. Put this back down here, and just for fun, I'm going to try and I'm going to show you how difficult it is to take out this cotter pin right here. You can't see it, but it's facing the other way, and I can't get at it because the transmission mount is in my way, cross member mount is in my way. It's just really difficult. Like, I just can't get it. I can't grab onto it properly. I can't articulate my body properly to get it. I can't stick the end of the needle and those pliers in there to get it. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way, I tell you. I've sprayed it with penetrating lubricant spray, but like it's jiggling around and moving and stuff, but I just can't get it out. Oh, and my neck hurts a lot from, craning my neck to look at it. Anyways, so that's how you adjust those rods, okay? That's what you would do. That's what I want to do, but I can't do it right now. Yeah. Dirty coveralls. Sign of a hardworking man. Okay, with rod in holes... the 3/16 rod in those holes, aligning the shifting mechanism, okay, and trans-shift levers at the trans in neutral. Adjust gear rods at trans by turning that thing through those threads, right? So you would take that off. You would think to yourself, if I was trying to put it in reverse and it wasn't going in reverse, would it be because the gear shifter is too far back and it can't go through the range of motion, or is it too far forward? You'd have to think about it for a little while before you could figure out which way to turn it. I guess, I don't know, I'm not an engineer or anything like that, but that kind of seems like a good, trajectory for your thoughts to go on. Okay, after rods are adjusted, reconnect the gear shift rods at trans. Put those lovely cotter pins right back in there. And then come back up here and remove your 3/16 diameter sized drill bit or rod. If you have a piece of metal that's the same size, you can use that too, right? So that is how you go through the process. Now, the process that I did it incorrectly. What I did is I put the drill bit through those... Well, no, that's not what I did, actually. What I did is I really painfully took out these cotter pins and these washers, and like this other washer, this really thin washer right behind this cotter pin here, is concaved so that the cotter pin will sit on the outside. Like, at the outside of my hand is the shape of the cotter pin. The cotter pin will go right through it on the outside, and the shape of its concaveness will push the cotter pin. so it's constantly under pressure to help it stay, secure. But it was so difficult for me to put it back in that I actually kind of lost my patience, and I kind of bent it back a little bit to make it work, because I was really hurting myself, slipping and smashing myself around over there. It was a bloody painful day. But I took out those cotter pins, and then I sprayed this product over here, the penetrating spray on the threads, in order to go down there, in order to be able to, have success with turning the things to the threads. But when I was, grabbing it closer down towards the transmission, down by the bell housing here, past it, and I was kind of pushing on it and turning at the same time, all of a sudden, reverse gear, clicked. I was able to access it, and so I was like, oh, the problem's fixed. Right, and so I put all the gear shift rods back into the gear shift mechanism, and then I actually think that the drill bit wasn't in there when I was doing that, because there was so much. It was so tight right here that I couldn't put the rod in through the hole. I had to actually move it down to get the room to do it. So I brought it out of neutral, and then I put it in, and then I did the same thing with the other gear shifter mechanism piece. So the drill bit wasn't in there the whole time, right? And so I lined it all back up. I put the drill bit back in there, and then I put the pins back in, and then I took the drill bit out. And that's totally not what I was supposed to do. But after I did that, I was able to use all my gears. But this morning I thought to myself, I think if I really try hard, I can do this process all over again, even if I don't need to, and I can do it right and still have my car be, working. But now I'm all involved in this process. I can't get the other cotter pin out. I hope I'll be able to get the other cotter pin back in. And I gotta tell you, I don't know, man. I don't know if I should have did that. I don't know if I should have done that. I think maybe I should have just left it. I think maybe I should have just left it. But anyhow. Yeah, so this video is going to be called how to adjust the shifting adjustment on 3-speed column shifter, 3-speed on the tree column, 3-speed manual transmission. That's what this video is called. It's a part of the 1958 AMC Rambler videos. This will be part 8, I suppose. And yeah, so I hope it all goes well. I'll mention to you guys in part 9 of the 1958 Rambler series how that all went. And I hope I have something good to say about it, because I like having happy endings to my videos. Alright, so I'm going to get off the phone. I'm going to shut off the camera. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to get back to work, because I got to go to work soon. And yeah. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. And yeah, bye.